Welcome back to Take the Leap Management, where we dive into practical strategies and tools to help you lead in project and portfolio management. In today's episode, the eighth in our series on sustainable project portfolio management, we're talking about building a culture of sustainability within project teams. Sustainability goals require more than just policies and procedures. They need buy-in from everyone involved. Creating a culture where sustainability is prioritized, understood, and integrated into daily decisions can be transformative, driving meaningful change across all projects. Let's explore how to foster this kind of culture within project teams, from leadership strategies to practical actions that encourage sustainability at every level. Let's start by defining what we mean by a culture of sustainability. A sustainable culture goes beyond individual projects and policies. It's a shared commitment that influences how team members think, make decisions, and approach their work every day. In a team with a sustainability-focused culture, employees don't just comply with environmental or social guidelines. They actively look for ways to incorporate sustainability into their work. It becomes second nature for everyone to ask questions like, how can we reduce our environmental footprint? Or how can we support our community through this project? A sustainable culture builds a proactive mindset where employees seek ways to improve and are empowered to make suggestions. So, how do we start building this culture within project teams? Leadership is a major component. Leaders set the tone for how sustainability is perceived and prioritized. If team members see that leadership is genuinely committed to sustainability, they're more likely to follow suit. One of the first steps leaders can take is to make sustainability goals clear and visible. This means not just adding a bullet point in presentations, but weaving sustainability into the core objectives of every project. For example, instead of a vague goal like support sustainability, a leader might set a concrete objective such as reduce energy use by 20% within the first 6 months of the project. When sustainability goals are specific, measurable, and embedded into the team's objectives, they become more actionable and achievable. Another way leaders can champion sustainability is by leading by example. This can look like personally engaging in sustainable practices, whether that's reducing waste in daily operations, supporting ethical sourcing, or making eco-friendly choices for team events and gatherings. When team members see leaders embodying the values they're asked to uphold, it reinforces the importance of those values and builds trust. For example, if a project manager goes out of their way to implement sustainable procurement practices, team members are more likely to see these practices as essential rather than optional. Leading by example establishes sustainability as a priority and not just a passing trend. In addition to leadership, team engagement is essential to building a culture of sustainability. Sustainability initiatives can sometimes feel top-down if they're handed down as directives without input from the team. To foster a genuine commitment, it's crucial to involve team members in the goal-setting and implementation process. For example, rather than assigning a sustainability target, leaders could facilitate a team brainstorming session to discuss ways to reduce waste or improve energy efficiency in a particular project. Team members can bring unique insights to the table, especially those who are closer to the day-to-day operations. By encouraging open dialogue, leaders show that they value team input, which leads to greater buy-in and a sense of ownership over sustainability goals. Training and education are also key to building a sustainable culture. Not every team member may be familiar with the nuances of sustainable practices, so it's important to offer resources and training that equip them with the knowledge they need. This could involve workshops on specific topics like waste management or eco-friendly material sourcing, or even company-wide sustainability days where teams participate in hands-on activities. For example, a training session might cover the environmental impact of different materials used in a construction project or explain the benefits of energy-efficient technology for IT projects. When team members understand why certain practices are beneficial, they're more likely to embrace them and make decisions that align with sustainability goals.
One effective approach to education is sustainability champions within teams. A sustainability champion is a team member, or sometimes a group, who takes on the responsibility of promoting sustainable practices, sharing resources, and keeping the team updated on best practices. Champions can act as role models, inspiring others to take sustainability seriously and serving as a resource for colleagues who might have questions or ideas. For example, a sustainability champion in a project team might organize monthly updates on new sustainability initiatives or lead efforts to reduce waste in team activities. By creating champions, organizations empower individuals to drive sustainability from within the team, reinforcing the culture at every level. Recognition and incentives also play a significant role in encouraging a sustainable culture. When team members see that their efforts towards sustainability are valued, they're more likely to stay engaged and committed. Recognition doesn't have to be elaborate. Even a simple acknowledgement of a team member's effort to find eco-friendly suppliers or reduce waste on a project can go a long way. Some organizations take this a step further by introducing incentives for teams that meet sustainability goals. For instance, a company might offer rewards or extra days off for teams that achieve specific environmental targets, like reducing energy usage or minimizing waste. Incentives show that the organization values sustainability as much as other performance metrics and is willing to reward employees for their contributions to this goal. A sustainable culture isn't just about specific practices. It's about rethinking processes to include sustainability at every step. This means integrating sustainable decision-making into project workflows, from planning and budgeting to execution and evaluation. For example, during the project planning phase, teams could be encouraged to choose vendors and suppliers who adhere to eco-friendly practices or prioritize locally sourced materials. Or, during budget planning, leaders could allocate funds specifically for sustainable initiatives like energy-efficient equipment or green certifications. Embedding these considerations into the process ensures that sustainability is a factor in every decision, not just an afterthought. One of the biggest challenges teams face is balancing sustainability with short-term project demands. In some cases, sustainable choices might involve higher upfront costs or longer timelines, which can be a hurdle when projects are focused on delivering fast results. Overcoming this challenge often requires a long-term perspective on sustainability's benefits. For instance, while investing in eco-friendly materials might increase costs initially, it could lead to savings in the form of reduced waste disposal costs or improved energy efficiency. Leaders can help teams see the bigger picture by explaining how sustainable practices contribute to the organization's resilience, reputation, and potential cost savings down the line. This approach reinforces the idea that sustainability isn't just good for the planet, it's also good for business. Tracking progress and celebrating small wins are also essential components of building a sustainable culture. Measuring sustainability metrics, like energy savings, waste reduction, or sustainable supplier partnerships, helps teams see the impact of their efforts and gives them a sense of progress. When team members see tangible results, they're more motivated to keep up their efforts. Additionally, celebrating small wins, like reaching a waste reduction target or successfully implementing a green initiative, reinforces the team's commitment to sustainability. For example, a team might have a small celebration or public acknowledgement if they reach a milestone, like reducing energy use by 10% in their office. Finally, building a culture of sustainability within project teams is about staying adaptable and continuously learning. Sustainability isn't a fixed target, it's an evolving journey, especially as new technologies, practices, and regulations emerge. Encouraging a culture of curiosity, where team members are motivated to stay informed on the latest sustainability trends, can keep the team engaged and adaptable. This could include periodic sustainability workshops or inviting external speakers to share insights on innovative practices. When team members are encouraged to keep learning, they're more likely to bring fresh ideas to the table and push the boundaries of what sustainability can look like within the organization. Let's summarize the essentials of creating a sustainable culture within project teams. Building this culture requires visible, committed leadership, clear goals, and a willingness to engage team members in the process. It's about educating and empowering team members, recognizing and incentivizing their efforts, and embedding sustainability into every stage of project decision-making. While there may be challenges like balancing sustainability with immediate project demands, taking a long-term view on the benefits of sustainable practices can make a big difference. And by tracking progress and staying adaptable, teams can keep moving forward. It's actually continuously finding new ways to integrate sustainability. Thank you for joining us on Take the Leap Management today. I hope this episode has provided you with practical ideas for fostering a culture of sustainability within your project teams. In our next episode, we'll be discussing reporting and communicating sustainable portfolio performance, how to showcase your sustainability achievements effectively and transparently to stakeholders. If you found this episode valuable, please subscribe, share it with your colleagues, and keep tuning in as we continue exploring sustainable project portfolio management. Until next time, keep building a culture of impact and keep taking the leap.